Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Philosophies for Life, the podcast where we dive deep into ancient wisdom and modern insights to help you live a more fulfilling, meaningful life. I'm your host, and today, I'm beyond excited to share with you a story that's as old as time, but as relevant as ever. It's a tale of a woodcutter, a king, and a profound lesson about recognizing the true value of what we've been given. This story, attributed to the teachings of Gautam Buddha, isn't just a narrative from the past. It's a mirror to our own lives. So grab a cozy spot, maybe a warm cup of tea, and let's embark on this journey together. Trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll walk away with a renewed perspective on the treasures you hold in your hands right now. Let's start with the story itself. Picture this. A king, lost in a dense forest while hunting, is overcome by hunger and thirst. He's desperate, wandering aimlessly, until he stumbles upon a humble woodcutter chopping trees. The king, exhausted, pleads for help. Without hesitation, the woodcutter shares his simple meal, a coarse roti and some water. It's not much, but to the king, it's a lifeline. Grateful, the king reveals his identity and promises to help the woodcutter if he ever needs it. Years pass, and the woodcutter, having cut down all the trees in his forest, finds himself in despair with no means to survive. He remembers the king's promise and seeks his help. The king, true to his word, gives him a forest of sandalwood trees, trees of immense value. But here's the heartbreaking twist. The woodcutter, unaware of their worth, cuts them down and burns them into charcoal, selling them for mere pennies. When the king discovers this, he's stunned. He urges the woodcutter to take a piece of sandalwood to the market as is, and the woodcutter is shocked to learn its true value. Overwhelmed with regret, he realizes he's squandered a fortune out of ignorance. And it's here that Gautam Buddha, narrating this story to his disciples, delivers the gut-punch lesson. Aren't we all like this woodcutter, burning the priceless gift of life and the fires of ignorance, desire, and ego? Let's pause on that for a moment. Buddha's words hit hard, don't they? He says, "We ourselves are like that woodcutter. The Supreme Being has gifted us this sandalwood-like life, but we burn it in the fire of our wrong desires, hatred, and ignorance." Wow. If that doesn't make you stop and think, I don't know what will. Another teaching from Buddha that resonates with this story is do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. The woodcutter couldn't change what he'd done, but he could choose how to value what remained. And isn't that a powerful reminder for us all? Now, let's unpack this philosophically. The sandalwood forest represents the precious gift of life, our time, our potential, our very breath. Sandalwood isn't just wood. It's rare, fragrant, and valuable beyond measure when used rightly. But when we're ignorant of its worth, we treat it like ordinary firewood, burning it for short-term gain. How often do we do this in our own lives? Think about it. We chase fleeting pleasures, mindless scrolling, toxic relationships, or endless materialism, while neglecting the deeper, more meaningful aspects of existence like love, connection, and inner peace. We burn our time in the fire of stress over finances or resentment in relationships, not realizing that every moment is a piece of sandalwood, irreplaceable once it's gone. Spiritually, this story reminds us that life is sacred. Emotionally, it warns us against living on autopilot, missing the beauty of what we have. I can't help but think of a personal anecdote here. A few years back, I was so caught up in climbing the corporate ladder that I barely noticed the little joys around me. My kids, laughter, a quiet evening with my spouse, or even just a moment to breathe. I was burning my sandalwood, turning precious time into charcoal for a paycheck that didn't even bring me joy. It wasn't until a health scare forced me to slow down that I realized what I was losing. I had to ask myself, what am I really valuing here? And that's the question this story begs of us. What are we turning into charcoal that could be cherished as sandalwood? So how do we apply this ancient wisdom practically? Let's break it down into actionable steps. First, cultivate awareness. Take a moment each day to reflect on how you're spending your time. Are you investing in things that truly matter? Relationships, personal growth, or your mental well-being? Or are you burning your hours on things that won't matter in the long run? Journaling helped me with this. I started writing down 3 things I was grateful for each day, and it shifted my focus to the sandalwood in my life. Second, educate yourself on your own value. The woodcutter didn't know sandalwood from regular wood, and sometimes we don't know our own worth or the worth of our time. Invest in learning, whether it's about managing finances wisely, building emotional resilience, or understanding your spiritual path. Knowledge is power. Imagine if the woodcutter had asked someone, "Hey, what's this wood really worth?" before burning it. So ask questions, seek mentors, read, listen to podcasts like this one. Don't settle for ignorance. Third, preserve what you have left. The woodcutter couldn't undo the past, but he could change how he treated the remaining trees. Similarly, no matter how much time you feel you've wasted, you still have now. Make a conscious choice today to value your remaining forest. Maybe it's calling a loved one you've been too busy for, or setting aside time for meditation to calm your mind. Small steps compound into a life of richness. Lastly, let's talk about letting go of regret. The woodcutter wept when he realized his loss, and we often do the same. But as Buddha teaches, dwelling on the past only burns more of our present. Acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and move forward with intention. I've had to do this myself. Forgive myself for the years I spent chasing the wrong things and focus on making the present count. As we wrap up, let's hold on to the essence of this story. Life is a forest of sandalwood, gifted to us by a force greater than ourselves. Every breath, every moment is precious beyond measure. We've all been that woodcutter at some point, burning what's valuable out of ignorance or distraction. But the beauty is, it's never too late to stop, to learn, to cherish what remains. So I invite you to reflect today. What's the sandalwood in your life that you've overlooked? Is it your health, your family, your dreams? And how can you start valuing it now? Thank you for joining me on this episode of Philosophies for Life. If this story touched you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And remember, every moment is an opportunity to turn charcoal into fragrance. Until next time, keep seeking wisdom, keep valuing your forest, and keep living with purpose. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, my friends.